my lovelies, welcome back to another cook with me. So this has been highly requested and a lot of you guys have been asking me to do this for a long time. Well, you can all be very happy now, because today's cook with me is a chicken Kiev and I'm so excited. I have got my egg ready to whisk. It's just got seasoning in there, and I have my carrots ready that I'm going to pre-boil and then roast in the oven. I've got the onion to do onion gravy. I got garlic to do garlic butter to go over the top with peas and the egg and the breadcrumbs. I am so excited. Some of you lot have been asking for weeks for me to do this, and I've not done it. But here I am, and I'm doing it, and I'm so excited. So let's get started, shall we? What you want to do is just whisk up the eggs like so. Okay, and then when they're all whisked up, you just leave them as they are. And what you want to do is do a station, okay? And you need a dry hand and a wet hand, because this is gonna get a bit messy. But you know what? I am so flippin' excited. I love this, and I haven't made it in a long time, and I don't actually know why, because it's just unreal. Love it so much. Oh, and we have got some really good potatoes for mash, if I want to do mash. I don't know yet. I don't know whether to do mash with this or put the potatoes in the vegetable soup. I'll possibly do that to make that more filling. But I can't wait to have this. I am so excited. I know it looks weird, but trust the process. I've got the bread small enough so that it can go in the mini chopper. And we're going to have really beautiful breadcrumbs. And it's seeded bread, and it's so good. And I highly recommend you get the seeded. I much prefer it. So this here is my mini chopper. Well, it's not mine. It's Dad's, but it's the one we own. And this is something that he used so much. And I really do recommend that you go and get one, because they're a life changer. A proper life changer in the kitchen. And within literally seconds, you got breadcrumbs. Now, that is a lot, and that is only one slice of bread, because honestly, that is all you need. And that looks incredible. And fresh breadcrumbs is so much better than shop bought. And you could argue you could have made your own bread. I could have done, but I didn't have the time. But maybe next time I make chicken Kievs, I will make my own fresh bread, if you really want me to go all out. And there you have it. The breadcrumbs are ready to go, and literally it feels so nice. I cannot wait. Right, hoping you can see. If not, I can just tilt here. I've got the garlic here, which I'm just going to mix in with the butter, and as simple as that, we now have garlic butter, and it smells absolutely incredible, absolutely insane, and I love it so much. This flavour is going to be so good. And what I did is I used half a bulb of garlic, And I know it sounds like a lot, but honestly, it's got to cover 3 chicken breasts. So I want to make sure that it's nice and garlicky. And when that roasts in the oven, oh my goodness. Honestly, look at that. That looks so good, doesn't it not? I love it so much. I can't wait to eat it. And I'm just having garlic in the butter. No herb or anything like that. It wasn't easy to go and get herb online. And the herb I wanted was gone. It was really popular. And in the end, I chose, do you know what? I'll just make a plain and simple one for now. And I'll go all out and do a hell of a lot better next time. You guys requested this, so this is for you. So now we are at what I call the production line. So like I said, on the production line, you need your dry hand and your wet hand. So these two don't get mixed up and messy because, well, we don't really want that. So before we use these two, I'm going to put them out the way because at the moment, I am now going to spend my time putting this beautiful garlic butter on the chicken. And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. This is what this is all about. Who cares? So, what you then want to do is get your garlic butter on the chickens like so. Okay, and you may as well use it all because, you know, I've made more than enough. So you want to just spread it all out, all over the chicken. Get the spoon and just massage it in there. Really work it in there, okay? This is what I want you to be doing. I'm not an expert on this dish, but I have made it before, I'm just saying. So then you just want to keep going. And don't worry about the chickens being fully coated. Okay, because we're going to turn them over and do the exact same on the other side. That is looking good, isn't it? I know it's a lot of butter, but do you know what? I'm supposed to have started my diet, and well, I've chucked it out the window just to do this because you guys have wanted this for a long time and you've been badgering me and annoying me, but you know what? It is what it is. So once you've done each side, you want to grab your chickens and turn them over like so. And then do the same on the other side. And don't worry about all your chickens being a slightly different size. You can't help that. It happens. You know. And you just repeat the same on the other side. It looks really good though, doesn't it? You can get your fingers and massage it in. Which I'm probably tempted to do, to be honest. But you just want to coat the chicken all in this beautiful garlic butter. Now, the herb I wanted, in case anyone does ask, was rosemary. Because honestly, rosemary and chicken are like best friends. Just really good friends. Look at that. I know it looks really messy in there. But it's okay because we're going to get our hands in, and then obviously before you do the next part, you want to wash and dry your hands. Otherwise, there's no point having a wet hand and a dry hand. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to massage this in, and we will see you soon when we get to the next bit. So now we can move on to the next bit. But there is a method. You don't just put these two onto the chicken. the egg will act as a glue. So that's why you put that on first, so that the breadcrumbs can actually stick to the chicken. Okay? And you don't need to completely cover them to the point where you can't see bits of chicken. It doesn't have to be, restaurant quality, you're at home. But the egg is ready to go. And then slowly but surely we can have one wet hand, which will be this one, to put it in with the egg. And then the dry hand will put the crumbs on. Honestly, I'm excited. So, I am now going to do this. I'll show you how to do it. And then I'll do the rest. And then it will be ready to just go in the oven. And then once it's in the oven, we can let the magic happen, and I'm so happy. I'm buzzing about this because they look so good. So good. I do apologise. I thought I had enough bread, and well, I don't. I haven't even started. I went off to sort that out. But yes. Let's get started. We do need, hold on. Sorry, I had a phone call and it went on for longer than planned. Anyway, so we have the egg ready, the extra breadcrumbs ready. We can actually now just get started. So, dry hand, wet hand, so important. So what you want to do is you want to get your chicken breast. Come on. And then what you want to do is pop it into the egg, like so. Okay? Then what you want to do is you want to pop it into the breadcrumbs. Okay, then you just want to get the breadcrumbs and put them over the top of the chicken like so. Can you see that? Looking good. Obviously, you want to get the chicken and turn it over and do the same on the other side. And that is your beautiful chicken Kiev ready to go. And that's it. It is as simple as blooming that. See, my dry hand is stayed dry, that stayed wet, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, all you do is repeat that with the rest of your chicken breasts. I got 3 because there's 3 of us eating. And yeah, you just repeat the same again, put it in the oven and let it work its magic. What you want to do is pop the chicken breasts into a preheated oven of 200. This is a gas oven. And there you go. 20 minutes and they're going to be golden and beautiful. Lovely jubbly. So I'm just salting my carrots. I'm ready to be boiled. The peas will be boiled. I'm going to pre-boil the carrots so that they don't take as long in the oven when I roast them. They are going to be absolutely beautiful. All I'm going to do is just chop my onion to go in the gravy. I'm going to be making a beautiful homemade onion gravy with the chicken juices, and I'm going to show you how best to thicken it, because I know a lot of people, and when they hear homemade gravy, they think, oh, that's going to be really runny and not very thick. Well, I am going to show you how that can go from runny to lovely and thick, to the point where you're not going to want to use Bisto again, unless you're Bisto through and through and you're going to use it whatever, and that's absolutely fine. But I am going to do it homemade. I just prefer it that way. So I'm deciding that I am going to dice my onions. I could slice them, but for today I really want to dice them. So the best way is to follow the lines. The lines are a really good guideline. I really like to use the lines as a nice guide. Remember to do this bridge hold method, to not go all the way through, because you do want the onion to stay intact. Sometimes that happens. It's just what it is, but it has more or less stayed intact. And then you just want to, I should really tuck my thumb in, and you just want to do that. And then you're to repeat that and do a better job than me. I'm normally really good at chopping onions, but I think it's because I'm so used to chopping the bigger onions rather than the smaller ones. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You are at home. That is a lot better. It's not perfect, but then, like I said, it doesn't really need to be. So now all we do is wait for the chicken and use the meat juices to make the gravy. 5 minutes towards the end, well, about 10 minutes towards the end, we will put the carrots in the oven to roast them, and we'll get the peas on, and it's going to be really, really good. I cannot wait to sit and enjoy this. Hello everyone, how are you doing? So, to the people that went on for weeks and weeks and weeks about me doing a particular cook with me, chicken Kiev, I'm doing it now. The video is doing it. I'm doing it now. They're in the oven, they're looking fabulous, but I'm not going to show you anything because you just have to wait till it's out on YouTube, which will be either later tonight or tomorrow. But I'm cooking them, and you guys wanted it, so I'm delivering it. I'm sorry it's took me many weeks to do this. I've just been so super busy doing other things, and also with a lot going on, I naturally forgot. But I remembered, and I'm making them now, and they smell really good. And I will give you one little hint, which might hope get you in the mood to go and watch it. Garlic butter is in the chicken. Oh yes. So the carrots are now roasting in the oven, and I'm going to start frying the onions, ready for the onion gravy. I'm going to caramelize the onions. They're going to taste so good. But look at that chicken. You can't, the camera's not doing it justice, but it's looking absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to caramelize the onions. You don't have to caramelize them for your onion gravy. I'm just choosing to do that. But if you want to know when your onions are done, you can just sweat them off, and then once you sweated them off, they're more or less be done. If you don't want to caramelize them, so sweating them off is just, you're not running a marathon or a sprint, you're just going for a little jog, and when the onions change colour, that's when you know the sweating off is over. But I'm not doing that, I'm going to caramelize them. So you already start to see them change colour, but they are not caramelised. They are far from done, but they are getting there, closer and closer to the gravy. And I can't wait to show you what I do with the gravy. It's the biggest game changer, and you will not need to use pre-ready gravy again. Honestly, this is a big game changer. You wait till you try this gravy. And there you have it, your caramelised onion. It smells incredible, and that's before we've done anything else. So the carrots are having a little bit longer in the oven. I've put the chicken on the plate to rest whilst I sort out the peas and the gravy, and then I can serve. So now all you do is you get all the juices from the meat and the roast veg. You put it in with the onions and let it do its thing, and I'll show you what to do next. Right, so at this stage you've added all the meat juices and juices from roasting the carrots. All you do is pop it onto the heat, give it a good old mix, and just let it do its thing. And if it does look quite runny and not so thick, what you do is you add corn flour. But mine is quite thick, and however I don't really need any. But then once you've added the corn flour, you strain it through a sieve and it will be a beautiful, beautiful gravy. But I'm not needing corn flour. It looks already pretty thick enough. So that is fabulous. So now all you do is just pour the gravy over the top like that. Look at that. Delicious. How nice does that look? We're just cooking the peas, and once we've served the peas, it isn't done. So now I have finished the homemade chicken Kiev. Look at that. Why would you not want that? That looks absolutely delicious, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to go so I can enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.